honestly, try honesty. No, just tell me what I want to hear, 'cause it could save us. Let me fly, I've got my hopes, but I can hardly see why I'm still chasing. It's not worth it for me anymore. Crashed and burned 100 times, I'm lost. I just can't let this go. Every last chance I had is gone, but I just can't let you know. I just can't let you know. But I just can't let you know.
Hey guys, stick around. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. I got something special for you guys here today. I'm going to be taking you through a little bit of Train Sim World 5. If you guys haven't read the title, I picked up this game on sale over the weekend. I've been streaming it the last 2 days on Twitch, but today I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride here on YouTube. So stick around. Getting started here in about 2.5 minutes. You know what, let's get started about a minute early. We're about a half hour, or not half hour. We're about 30 seconds away from getting started here anyways. So what is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Train Sim World 5. Yes, this game was on sale over the weekend here at a hefty discount. It was actually 75% off. The deal just ended this morning. So the game's back to regular price, but I'm glad I picked this up here on over the weekend here, because so far I have put in I've put in 15.3 hours into this game, and that is wild, if you ask me, because I haven't played a train game this often. I have Train Sim World 2, 3, and 4, but I didn't really play them that much. I just really couldn't get the hang of it. But here, you guys can see we have the special edition right here of Train Sim World 5. So we have a ton of routes to be able to play and just hang out with, and just, you know, chill pretty much here for the hour, for a couple hours here, and do a little bit of train simming here today. So that's exactly what we're going to do here today. Now, I want to show you the train collection because check out how many trains I have. Look at all of these. Look at all of those. That is wild. This is wild right here. I'm not going to lie. This is wild. How many trains I have here. That's like over 50 trains, I think. Over 50 trains, actually, is what I have right now. Which is great. There's a lot of trains, a lot of content here. Hundreds of hours of content. I've been talking about this a lot over on Twitch. There's a lot of content here. This is like SnowRunner, where there are objectives here, but there's really no need to complete all the objectives here. And I've been playing through the Rail Journeys mode, which is a guided experience. It's as close as you can get to a story mode in this game. So I'm looking forward to showcasing this to you guys here in today's stream, and hopefully next time this game goes on sale, it'll be 75% off, so you guys can get involved in this game, because why not? So yeah, let's go Rail Journeys. Do we want to try a new rail line, or do we want to continue with one of the ones we had already started? Because I feel like not the San Bernardino line. Yeah, Metrolink. What was that one? There was one that I was doing that was cargo. Oh yeah, Oakville Subdivision. So this is one I've been working with. I've been completing a lot of these as well. There's the ethanol loading introduction. Well, you know what? Instead of doing the ethanol loading, I want to try out this train. Yes, I want to try out this train here, the GP38-2. So with that said, let's go ahead and kill the music and get started, because I'm going to check out some more cargo trains and stuff too. So let's see what this is all about.
Welcome to this GP38-2 diesel locomotive in Canadian National livery. This brief introduction will cover switching cars within a yard and operations of track switches.
Okay, so climb aboard, enter through the door indicated.
Climb aboard to get started. A lot of time will be spent in the engineer's seat.
And actually, I think something's up with the... Do I have a gain filter? Yeah, let me put that down to 0. In fact, I am going to drop that down to about minus 3.9 dBs.
Start by inserting the reverser handle.
There we go.
Activate.
We got to activate all 3 of those.
This locomotive requires the brake cutout.
Freight. That banking column on.
The automatic brake is the main system used for slowing down the train.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's release the automatic brake. There we go. You gotta wait for brake pressure to rise. Yeah, I want to see what this is all about. We'll see how this train is. But if we want to, we can go back to the other train as well.
Use the throttle lever to apply a small amount of power. Avoid excessive power or there may be a collision.
All right, we'll go power level 1. Sorry, I'm getting my audio levels just right here for you as well. Hopefully the audio is not too quiet here. I can tell the train is a bit quiet there, so I'm trying to get the levels just right. Let's go power level 2. Actually, power level 3 should be enough.
Draw forward to the indicated location.
Yes, we shall do that, game. Thank you. But yeah, funny thing about this game, by the way, guys, is on this particular game, I don't know how it took me this long to notice, but I really noticed it with this game. At night, I could barely see anything. And the reason for that was because of my monitor.
If you stop short, release the brake and apply power again.
But yeah, Alright. Let's get our initial reduction brakes going. Let's release those, get initial reduction going again.
Switches in this yard are manually operated. This means they require the lever next to them to be moved by hand.
All right, let's go do that. So yeah, I was able to figure out, can I actually go out this door? Nice. Oh, sit in the engineer's seat. Give me 1 second. I gotta close this. Alright, so now let's turn on our lights real quick so we can see what we're doing. Nope. There we go. Reverser. Couple 2 formation. Here we go. We're reversing. So for the purposes of this scenario, this training thing, it looks like they're gonna automatically set everything up, all the switches for us too. Well, and I have the game set up to do it automatically anyways because there's already a good thing. But anyways, what I was saying before we got rudely interrupted by the narrator, oh, my brakes were on. That's why we're slowing down. But yeah, I was able to find out that my monitor settings weren't right. Like the black levels were a bit too black because there was a scenario I was doing in this game at night and I wasn't able to see barely in front of the train itself. So I looked into it and it turns out that my monitor settings were not right. My monitor settings were not allowing any sort of like dark light to come through. Alright. Sit in the engineer's seat. Oh. Alright. So there we go. Let's put this back to forward. So yeah, wild, right? I didn't realize that that my monitor settings were incorrect because it was really hard for me to tell whether my monitor settings were correct anyways, but I could easily tell in this game. It's hard to tell with other games, but in this game I could really tell because I couldn't see anything at night. I couldn't see anything at night. Even with the train lights on, I wasn't able to see anything, which was wild. So, I was able to resolve that, and now I can see just fine at night with my monitor settings. I just turned my monitor on game mode because my main screen is game mode, is my gaming monitor anyways, so I don't know why I didn't have my monitor set up in that setting before. But it's fine. It's great. I do like it. I'm glad I set that up. Alright, initial reduction. Let's start braking. Initial reduction again. I'm a coast for just a tad bit more. Come on. Don't slow down all the way, please. Oh, good. There. Alright. That should be good enough. Game didn't take it? Okay. That's fine. Alright, initial reduction. There we go. Couple 2 formation. Alright, get back to this. Oh, crap. Wrong thing. Reverser. There we go. There we go. Come on. There you go. Now you're reversing. So we're pretty much, basically what we're doing here is we're making a formation of cars out of this. Now the reason why we're at the reason why we're at this back train car is so that way I can actually keep an eye on the car itself and see exactly what it's doing and see what our distance is. In real life, you would not be able to do this. You would have to have somebody watching these train cars back here. But release. There we go. I keep forgetting that I need to have my brakes enabled, or I need to release that brake. All right. There we go. We're good there. Initial reduction. I don't want to brake too early though. Yeah, I don't want to brake too early. I want to start slowing the consist down a little bit. Brief initial reduction. Brief initial reduction again. There we go. Now we will couple at a very safe 2 miles an hour instead of 5 miles an hour. Nice.
Uncouple from the tank cars and then run this locomotive to the other end using the adjacent track.
Okay. So we should be able to just click and detach everything. Uncouple. There we go. Let me make sure we're fully uncoupled before we release. Yep, we are uncoupled. Alright. So yeah, this is a pretty chill game. I really do enjoy this game. It's a nice relaxing game, which is why I've been playing it so much recently, I think. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I do like FiveM and I do like the FiveM platform, but I prefer, sometimes I like to have a little bit of a break from the FiveM platform. There we go. Set the automatic brake to handle off. Put this to cut out. Put this, set the reverser to, nope. Come on. No, give me the reverser. Neutral. And remove the reverser handle. There's the reverser handle. There we go. Now we go back to the other train. Now, there are a couple other ways you can do this. Okay, am I really stuck here? Okay, well, we will go out this way then. Obviously go over and around. So yeah, we'll go run over to the other train here. And we'll get onto this train. Boom. Boom. Sit in the engineer's seat. Let's turn on our light first things first. Get our reverser handle in. Set that to freight.
To move around the freight cars, set the direction of travel and apply power to get moving.
Forward. Turn all those up. Set the auto brake to release. And now we gotta wait for brake pressure to build, which is good. So we're doing pretty good here so far today. Alright, let's give her a tad bit of throttle. Reach a minimum speed of 10 miles an hour. That's just no problem for this train. I gotta remember, did I turn off the lights in that one? Oh crap, I think yep, I see the lights. The lights are still on in that one. I'll have to go shut those lights off actually. Oh crud. Oh, at first I thought the game was gonna have me hit the truck or hit the train cars at first and couple to those again. I'm like, why? We're gonna let the train coast real quick. I'm gonna quickly run over to this other train and quickly shut off the light. Okay. How do I cross over? I need to cross over quickly, please. Come on. Oh, E. Go along path. I just need to quickly turn off the lights in here. God damn it. Alright, we gotta hurry up. We gotta get back over. How do we get back over? Quick. I can't get over to this door. Why can't I get over there? I just screwed myself, didn't I? Yep, I just screwed myself. Can I get off and try and run? Can I try and beat the train? 'Cause no, now I can't. I've screwed myself now. I can't get over to the other train. 'Cause this train seat, this engineer seat. Here, hold on, wait. Let me set this to full service because I might be able to at least stop this train. Come on, let me get into the. Why are the collisions so screwy with this? Yeah, we're gonna have to restart. I screwed it up. It won't let me. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do this. Banking calm on. Oh wait. Wait a minute. We're stopping. I might be able to fix myself. I might be able to fix it. We're stopping quickly. Come on. Come on, train. Slow down quicker, please. I hate how I can't get over to there. All right, I think we're slow enough now. Handbrake released. Let me apply the handbrake. That will help. That will help the train stop, I think. Oh yeah, here we go. Easy. Yep, easy. Okay, good. Perfect. This will help us. This will mean we can get down the steps because I need to get over to this train real quick. Yeah, I need to get up here and cut the throttle. I need to cut the throttle here to this guy real quick. Oh, this thing was idling. Let me put the parking brake to full service on this one. And then I need to go release the parking brake on the other one. Yeah, I need to go release the handbrake on this one. So I was able to fix it. I was able to resolve this at least. Alright. Alright, we're good now. Let me go into here. Take this to handle off. That's the cutout. Alright, everything is good there. Let me turn off the banking column. Alright, we're good here now. Alright, climb down steps. Alright, let's go back to the other train. Boom. Yeah, we'll go to the other train. And we'll get the other train here. Alright, there we go. Now we should be good now. So if I release that and then give it some throttle, we should be good now. Hello? Why are we not getting any throttle? Is there something in that other train that I forgot to do? Yeah, I think there's something I forgot to do on that other train. Because we weren't getting any sort of power. Maybe the banking column. Let me make sure. Automatic brake is handle off. Let me turn on the lights again here. Yeah, everything is good. Generator field is on. Fuel cutoff valve is cut out. Independent brake is released. Yeah, everything is good. Handle off. We'll put that back on because that will help out a little bit. Oh, and let me make sure. Let me turn off the light in here. We don't need a light. There is a chance I might just have to restart this mission entirely. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we may just have to restart because I borked it. I screwed it up. All right. Now, here we go. All right, now let's try it. We are at throttle. Oh, my brakes were on initial reduction. That's probably why we weren't getting power. Yep, that was why we weren't getting power. My initial reduction brakes were on. Alright, initial reduction again. Do we not have brakes? There we go. Now we got a couple to formation. Nope. Reverser. Alright. Brakes are released. There we go. We're good now. I thought I was gonna have to restart this thing real quick. Alright. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to restart the mission real quick because of the fact that the game was just... I thought it bugged. I thought the mission bugged for a second, but no, we're good. Alright, let's get some initial reduction happening. Alright, I don't want to go... Oh, crap. I don't want to go too slow. I'm not... Let's give it a little bit more. Here we go. I think anywhere from like 2 to 3 miles an hour. Anywhere from 2 to 3 miles an hour is a safe speed to be coupling up to these cars at. So let me just briefly go initial reduction. Initial reduction again. Initial reduction again. Or even 1 mile an hour is actually pretty safe to be backing up and reversing the cargo. Now watch the train just come to a complete stop just short of the train car. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. We're going exceedingly slow. I think that might actually happen. Nope, we're good. We're going to make it. Nice. Alright.
Good work. That concludes this introduction. More details on the operation of this locomotive can be found in the manual.
Nice. We did it. It said it was going to take about, I think, 20 minutes. Yeah, here we go. Right. Let's do another one of these. We'll do some cargo stuff, and then I want to go showcase some of the passenger stuff, too. Right, 26 cars. Alright. First of all, let's fire up all of that. Let's get our lights on. Reverser forward. Cut in freight. Release that. Wait for the pressure to build. And then on this truck, where is... Or not on this truck, but on this train, where is the wiper controls? I can never find those wiper controls in this train. The gauge lights I do want on, but I don't see any sort of... I don't see any sort of wiper controls. Oh, here we go. There's a wiper valve. Okay, there we go. There's that. All right. Let's get going out of here. There we go. We are on the roll. But yeah, you can see the weather types in this game. There's so many different kinds of weather that you can experience in this game. And I'm sure there's some weather types that are I'm sure there's even some weather types that you would even have to start in like winter or something. But yeah, some of these are pretty good. Like, let's look at what's our schedule going to be like here. Bronte, Appleby, and then Aldershot Yard. I don't know how long this one is going to be. It should be about 20 minutes or so. These cargo runs are not that long. Yeah, these cargo runs aren't that long. So the passenger routes are the longer of the two. And maybe we'll try out some new passenger routes too. Alright. A little idle. But yeah, this game did not run this good when I first got it. It was running good when I was doing these cargo missions and stuff, but I noticed in like the passenger missions I was getting a lot of stuttering, a lot of lag. And on yesterday's stream over on Twitch, I installed a patch, like a mod effectively, that makes the game run a lot better, and that's what we're running with right now. You can see I'm getting a solid 60 FPS right now, if that helps here, and the stream is getting a solid 60 FPS as well, so I can't wait for that as well. So yeah, so I'm glad I managed to resolve the issue here with the with that as well. And honestly, I think I like this train a little bit more because it's actually got the actual speedometer right there. But yeah, this game right here, this thing that we're doing right now, this mission right here, it showcases the type of weather you can do. And I was actually playing this, I've been playing this game a lot off camera as well. I played it for, I would say, about an hour and a half before I got lunch. And yeah, this game is fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. It's such a good game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I got this game in this on sale because I'm getting full satisfaction out of playing this game, especially here on YouTube and over on Twitch for you guys too. There's some great stuff here. Now it will eventually get repetitive, but there's a bunch of other routes that I can do if I feel like things are starting to get repetitive too. It's not just if I'm feeling like I'm getting bored of doing these routes all the time, of doing these like train stuff. Ooh, perfect. If I feel like I'm getting bored of doing these cargo runs and these American routes, I can always go over into the UK or into Europe because as you saw, I have a ton of different trains that are perfect for that. But we can go up to 60 miles an hour, so why don't we do just that? It looks like we're going up to 60 for the time being, so... I might archive those 2 streams that I did to Twitch over here to YouTube. I haven't archived a stream to YouTube in a while, so... Oh, we're losing amperage. What's going on with that? There we go. We'll go up to stage 7. Give it a little more throttle. But yeah, this game is really fun. The game was on a discount earlier. And it just ended today. So if you didn't get it during that discount, I'm sorry to say you missed out on it. Because the discount ended early. It ended this morning, I think at like 10 or 11 a.m. Pacific. But it's a fun game. Nice chill game. We'll probably stream this once a week. Depending on how I'm feeling here. Holy crap. I'm having to go all the way up to level 8 power. Because, man, this grade is killing us. This grade is absolutely killing us right now. Hey, what up, Mark Moss? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Picking up speed pretty quick now. I'll probably cruise it because we're not held to a timetable here. We can take as long as we need to complete some of these. For these cargo missions, there's no timetable. We don't have to be at places at specific times. So we don't have to be going full speed if we don't need to. But I'm gonna get as close to 60 miles an hour as I can. Alright, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna throttle down a bit. We'll go to throttle level 2. There we go, perfect. So we are effectively at our cruising speed right here on the rails. This is one of my favorite camera views. Ooh, that's actually perfect the way the game set it up too. Look at that. Watching our consist go by. Oh crap. We need to give ourselves a little bit extra power. Because now it went from being a downhill grade to now it's an uphill grade. Well, hopefully, how you doing, Mark? Having a good day so far? Alright, there we go. Alright. I'll go down to throttle level 4. We are cruising. Actually, we'll cruise at throttle level 5. Yeah, we'll go at 5 for just a bit. I just realized our headlights are not on. Where's our main headlights? Right front. There we go. Hey, what up, Sarah Darlow? How are you doing? Oh, front headlight. There we go. And then ground lights, control. Yeah, all of those are on. Gauge lights are on. We don't need our cabin heater at all. It's not rainy, it's not snowy at all. Okay, so we gotta go by Appleby, Appleby. So we're good there. We can shut off that light there now too. We don't need it. Oh, that's also a good camera angle right there. I like that. I mean, obviously you can see this game does have some issues here, specifically with the way the wheels rotate, and that's just due to the fact that that's just due to the way the game handles and that's just due to the way the game handles the what's it called, the motion blur. The motion blur on the wheels gets a little funky, but as long as you're playing this game in the cab view, the motion blur is fully acceptable. This is the only game that I approve of motion blur on. Because it helps. This is the game. This is a type of game where the motion blur helps improve the game's visual quality and performance as well. Because I could easily shut it off there, but the motion blur in this game just makes the game run a lot smoother. Alright, I'll throttle that down to about throttle level 3. We're cruising, basically. Alright, how much further do we need to go before we have to start braking? It's 6.8 miles. Okay. Alright, we still have time. We can still cruise at our 60 mile an hour speed. But yeah, I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride here. For those of you guys who followed me only on YouTube, I wanted to showcase Transcend World 5 to you guys here today. like I said, I've been playing this a lot. I have over 15 hours in the game, and we're going to get another 2-3 hours into it today. So I'm looking forward to this stream here and showing you guys what Train Sim World is all about. This is, in my opinion, this is the best entry in the franchise for that sale alone. But check that out. Look at that. Look at that. This is such a good game. I've been really enjoying playing through it here. This is one of those games where I can play where I can just chill pretty much. So if you guys are looking for a game where you can just boot up, chill, relax, maybe put on some music in the background, you can definitely do so. But obviously for me, I play this game without music. Just because of the fact that the music, it's easier for me to just chill. I can chill out more because the soundtrack of this game is the train sounds. That's what the soundtrack of this game is. It's the train sounds. Like, listen to this. Holy crap, we are cruising. We're holding 60 miles an hour like a champ right now, too. Yeah, this train is holding 60 miles an hour, no problemo. Well, we're at 59, but we're still holding. We're still holding it. In the game's not telling me whether or not the speed limit is going to be decreasing anytime soon. That's the way it works with these cargo stuff. It doesn't show you until right before. So if you aren't paying attention, like I've been caught off guard a couple times playing this game. If you're not paying attention, the speed limit changes will catch you off guard, and you'll have to immediately get on like the emergency brake or something. But we're driving under the speed limit. Okay, in about 3 miles, our speed limit's dropping. That looks like that might be 15 or 20 miles an hour. We'll have to wait and see, though. We'll have to wait and see for sure. These cargo. Alright, my automatic brake is released. The automatic brake is your friend in this game because instead of just using the car here, it would be like, instead of using the train's brakes alone, it's using the trains and all of the train cars brakes as well, so you get more efficient braking out of your train. But I've been really enjoying this game. This is one of those games where you can just play and just immerse yourself in the game itself. And like I said earlier, this game actually helped me figure out an issue that I didn't realize, or in my settings that were not right. All right. 1.5 miles. I'm gonna wait for it. Okay, yeah, but it's 15. So let's start braking. We'll start with initial reduction brakes. And if we need to, we'll use more braking force as well. But we have about a mile to get down to 15 miles an hour, and we're not constrained to any sort of arrival time or anything. We don't have to be there at a specific time, so we can take our time. All right. But yeah, this game is just really good. But it also helped me figure out that I had my main monitor set up incorrectly because I couldn't see at night in this game, and this game helped me because when I changed my settings for my monitor, the preset to game, I was able to see at night again. I was able to see at night in this game. So I'm very happy that this game actually helped me fix this issue here, because I had no idea that was why I wasn't able to see at night. So I'm gonna test this out on 5M on SatRP and see if that actually helped out at night, because I could probably remove that reshape preset at that point, but I might still keep the reshape preset because that will help me see at night as well. All right, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Would it worked? Yo, can I see those at my house? What, the trains? Or are you saying you can see these at your house? That's pretty cool if you can see these trains at your house. I do like... Yeah, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day yourself. Yeah, welcome in everybody who's tuning in today. I was not expecting so many people to be tuning in today for a train sim stream. But normally, this is not a game I normally stream. I picked it up while it was on sale over the weekend, did a couple streams on Twitch, but it seems like the YouTube algorithm is showing this stream to people who are fans of train sims as well, because I'm getting a couple people who I've never seen before on these streams coming in here and saying hello. So welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great day so far. I got plenty of peanut butter pretzels here, so I'm set for the afternoon here to do this stream. And who knows, I might do another one of these streams later on as well. Oh, we're speeding. But yeah, these trains are really fun to drive. I have the game set up where I don't have to worry about getting out of the cab and doing all the signals and stuff and doing all of the track switching and stuff. The game will just automatically do it for me. It's like with SnowRunner. It's like the challenge is the roads in SnowRunner. Here, the objective is to just get there in one piece and just get there on time if I'm doing a passenger route, or just complete the thing and then just enjoy the scenery as it goes by. Look at this. This train is 4,500 feet long, essentially, or 1,619.3 feet long. That is wild. That is absolutely wild for a train. And this isn't even the longest train you can drive in this train in this game. There are way bigger trains. The American trains. This is a Canadian train service story mode thing you were playing, but the American trains, man, the American trains, those are something else. And I did play some of the other Train Sim World games as well on stream here, but I never got into those as much as I got into Train Sim World 5, because this game, like I said, it's one of those games that you can just turn on, play for hours, just lose yourself for a couple hours and just forget about everything that's going on. You can chill out, drive a train, You cannot be too much of a it's just not. There's nothing you really got to pay attention to other than your speed in this game, which is great. It's great. It's a fantastic little game to play. Now, obviously, Dovetail Games, the developers of this game, they've been getting a little bit of a backlash when it comes to they have been getting backlash with the way they're running this game and how much microtransactions there are. But honestly, once I complete all these routes, I'm going to look and see if there's any more routes that I would like to get for this game as well. Because there is quite a lot of this. I don't even have half the DLCs for this game. But next time the game's on sale, I might pick up a couple of the DLCs for this as well, so that way I have more to do. But I have a couple hundred hours of gameplay with the stuff that I already have. And for $30, when it was on sale, that was such a great deal. I could not pass that up. I have been spending the last week looking for a game that was on sale to get, and I didn't realize it, but I did realize it. I kept seeing this game in my Steam store as for the it was on sale, and it turns out it was on sale for they were doing a May Madness event, and I'm glad I was looking through there because I would not have seen this gem if I hadn't been looking at the Steam page. So I grabbed it. I picked up the game. It does take a lot of storage space, but honestly, it's worth it. This is a game I'm going to be playing frequently over the next couple months, and especially over the summer too. It's going to be a fantastic game, and I'm looking forward to putting in hundreds of hours into it. Alright, let's start braking, because we do have a lot of train cars that we need to stop as well. But we are almost done here. And then I promise you guys, we will do a passenger route here, so I can show you guys what the passenger routes are like too. But I think we'll do one more of these cargo missions, and then we'll do a passenger route. Alright, initial reduction. Alright. I should have gone on the initial reduction brakes a little bit earlier, but that's fine. Perfect. That only took us 25 minutes. I'm surprised. Yeah, we were holding 60 miles an hour there perfectly for quite a while. And then we started slowing down and then slowing down, and then our speed was a little bit wobbly there at the end. But Aldershot to Oakville. Well, let's take a look at some of the other trains as well, because I do want to try out some of the other trains as well. All right, let's see. To the trains, rail journeys. We could do the Boston Sprinter. I couldn't get the Pride and Province one working, but the 64-bit, we could try the 64-bit. I've already completed the ACS 64 introduction, but I want to do... Let's do that introduction one more time, just to refresh my mind on how you get this train rolling. I don't think it takes much, but it's better to be safe than sorry, because I at least want to see about doing this introduction for you guys.
Welcome to driver training. Today you will be taken through the operation of an ACS-64 locomotive in Amtrak livery. Today we'll be adding some additional stops to our service for training purposes.
Okay.
During this brief introduction, we will go through the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started.
Yeah, well, let's actually take a look at the train real quick before we get too far into this. Are there already people in here? Oh my goodness, they are. What do you? I don't know where you're going. Okay, you know what? Let's just get in. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not getting into this train. I'm closing this door.
We'll need to start the battery. Press and hold the battery control button.
Here we go. We gotta go into the engine room.
This locomotive uses a pantograph to draw power from the overhead lines. Take a seat in the engineer's position. This is
Okay. Set the reverser to neutral.
the reverser determines the HEP engine is a smaller, secondary engine to provide power to the coaches for lighting, air conditioning, and heating. Let's start this now.
Perfect.
To make sure we can be seen, we'll need to set the lights.
Ditch lights to on. Brake mode. Passenger.
Take a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
Yep, everything is good. I love how I can just open the door from sitting over here. This guy must have long arms. Yeah, that guy must have some long... What are the lights like in this thing, too? Oh. Oh, those aren't bad. Those aren't some bad lights. I also wanted to do this because I wanted to see what the snowy area is like as well. Alright, so everything seems pretty self-explanatory here. We just gotta... Really, the only thing we gotta do is we gotta make sure the brake mode is set like in the other trains as well. And then we have a combined power handle to do this along with the automatic brake as well. Obviously, we're gonna keep using the automatic thing. But we're good here. Yeah, we're good now. I generally know how to get everything sorted out here with this train. So let's go with to the trains, rail journeys, and then Boston Sprinter, and then we start the 64-bit, and then we'll start this. And then the train should basically already be set up for us. All we really need to do is just put the thing here as well. All right, you. All right, let's set this to passenger. Headlight bright. Set that to bright. And then what about the pantograph? I believe the pantograph might already be up. Yeah, it looks like the pantograph is already up. Yep, we're good. We're good on that part. And then, yeah, everything is good there. Yeah, everything should be fired up here while we're waiting. Let's look. Yeah, HEP is on. Machine room lights are on. Yeah, everything else is good. We are good. Ooh, it's a little snowy here actually too. Where's the windshield wiper? Cab light on. What about the desk light? Both on. Where are those lights? I don't see where those lights are. Where are those lights? Oh. Alright, well, we'll figure those out. We'll figure those out later. Alright. Alright, boom. Let's go ahead and release our... Let's go ahead and release the brake right here. Oh, we can't move forward yet because you gotta set that to forward. And we are off. Perfect. I knew there was one thing I was forgetting. But we got it. Now where's the windshield wiper control? Because I do want to have my wipers on. Oh, here we go. Wiper. Let's go slow because we have a little bit of... Actually, let's set it to intermittent. There we go. Wow, this train can go pretty quick. The speedo goes up to 175. Yeah, holy crap. We'll be able to go super fast, actually. That's pretty cool. I like this train. Now, I want to see, is there a way I can get like a taller field of view so I can see what's going on in front of the train? It's not needed, but I really don't need to see these gauge lights as much. So let me go into settings and maybe controls. Advanced controls. What's that? Or no, keyboard controls. Is there something about a camera mode? Locomotive, on foot. Oh, here we go, camera. Yeah, is there a way I can move the camera backward, forward? Oh, here we go. I think I figured it out. No, that's not it. What was it? Settings, controls. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I just want to see, is there a way I can move the camera up, though? That's what I want to know. Toggle front and rear. Look, move camera. Move camera forward. No. Cancel. Move camera backward. Move camera forward. Move camera left. Are those numpads? Let's see if those are the numpad keys. Nope. Those are not the numpad. I wanted to see if maybe I could move the camera up because I don't like how low this camera view is on this train. I want to be able to... Is there something I can do to maybe... Controls, keyboard. Is there anything I can do about the seat? Guard. Locomotive. Here we go. Is there something about the seat? Reverser, sand, score. Signaling systems enabled. Step lights. Throttle increase, decrease. Maybe it's something with chair. Bell. Blower increase, brake charge. Cab light, circuit breaker, coach, passenger lighting. Control G. Couple button. Cruise control. No, there's no way for me to adjust that seat. We're just going to have to deal with it. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to deal with it. Because I don't see any way of adjusting the seat. Here, let me see if there's a... Let me look this up real quick. I want to see if there's maybe a way I can adjust the camera. Adjust camera height. Check for adjustable seat. Look around to see for controls that you might either raise or lower the view. Okay, so while we're waiting here, let me see if this chair has any sort of controls here. Nope, I don't see any controls. Pantograph, reverser forward. Yeah, I don't see a seat adjustment. Yep, I guess we're stuck with the default height. Yeah, we're stuck with the default height, unfortunately. We'll brake just a bit. We'll get our brakes going just a bit. The game is being a little bit laggy, and I can tell the stream is being a little bit laggy as well, so we'll just have to wait for just a moment for the game to get itself sorted. Or not the game, but for the stream to get itself sorted, because I'm getting 60 FPS through this area. Ooh, we got a break again. Oh, here we go. We can go up to 15 miles an hour. And then we'll be able to go up to 30 here in just a moment as well. But I don't want to go too fast. Actually, no, our station's coming up anyway. Yeah, our station's coming up anyway, so it's fine. Hi, just subbed. First time watching? Well, thank you, Pete. Welcome in. I've been getting a lot of new people watching the stream today. It's probably because a lot of you guys are aware of Train Sim World 3 and have been looking for people who stream Train Sim World 3. Or Train Sim World 5, sorry. And what up, Alias? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, welcome everybody who's just now tuning in. I was not expecting so many people to be tuning in here to watch this stream here on YouTube. I've been streaming this game on Twitch for the last couple days, and not many people have been watching, so thanks to everybody who's tuning in and watching from on the YouTube side. You good? Well, I'm doing pretty good as well. Just doing a little bit of train simming. Actually, why am I doing this? Let me get my minimum application brakes. These brakes work a lot better. I like the automatic brakes better. The automatic brakes work so much better for this train. Minimum application. I want to give it a little bit more brakes. Alright, let's go back to minimum application here. Oh, we're going to be right on time, it looks like. Yeah, we're right on time. We're going to be right on time, pretty much. Just a few seconds late. Okay. Yeah, just a few seconds late, it looks like. Boom. Oh, hey, it looks like the stream is recovered. Yay. Yeah, the stream is recovered really good, actually. What's your favorite locomotive? I don't have a favorite. I've been doing all sorts of locomotives. Like this one, I'm using the ACS 64V. But I've been doing some of the other ones as well. Okay, I guess while we're loading passengers, I'll turn this off. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite locomotive. I just like driving these trains. In fact, I was talking about this earlier, but this game opened up my eyes to something I had never noticed about my monitor. I have my monitor on the wrong picture mode, so I wasn't able to see well at night. So I switched it over to the game mode, and the game mode actually worked really good, actually. Alright. Let's get our minimum application brakes on. Objective complete. 10 miles. Here we go. Let's get our camera right down here. I like watching the wheels of the train spin as we're getting up to speed. But yeah, I do like trains. I'm not really like a train fanatic. Oh, those lights are bright. Nice. I'm not really like a train fanatic, like some people are. I generally like just playing these games in general. These are pretty nice, calming games to play. I have a feeling we're going to be going uphill in a little bit. Yeah, I really don't have a favorite train. Whoa. We get some wheel slip. Here we go. Once we get out of here, I'm going to turn off the, Once we get out of here, I'm going to turn off the lights in the cab because I really won't need them. Alright, let's put our wipers back on the intermittent. Okay, we got to throttle back on the power. We're getting wheel slip. Man, these tracks are slippery. Here we go. As long as we're, I would say as long as we're not going over 50% throttle, we should be fine. But we might be late getting to this area. Holy crap, what happened to that? Speaking of trains, one is outside my house right now. Nice. You know, just out of curiosity, I wonder what the horn sounds like on this train. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad for a train horn. Here. Yo, Bert, that's kind of ironic that you're watching me play Train Sim and there's a train sitting outside your house right now. I'm not going to go all the way up to the speed that we're able to go up to, just for the sake of the tracks, just because it is snowy, and I want to be able to. I want to have a chance of actually. I want to have a chance of actually slowing this thing down. So we'll probably go like 105 at most. I think that will be good. 105 miles an hour. That should be good enough. I didn't look and see how long this timetable was. Let's see. Let's look at our schedule. Oh, this one's not too bad. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's about 20 minutes. We'll probably wrap up after I do this stream because I want to go see if this new video picture profile that I have set up on my monitor helps out with FiveM2, because it did make the nights brighter in this game, so it probably will have made the nights brighter in the other game too. Alright, let's turn on our lights in here. Alright, shut off the lights there. Alright, we'll throttle back. Yeah, we're actually going to need to stay on the throttle just temporarily because of the fact that we are kind of going up a hill, or we were. Alright, 30%. Alright, we'll go about 110. 110 should be enough. $108, 110, that should be enough. I'll probably start braking around 2.5 miles. Let me see, are we... Oh, we're gonna have to slow down a lot. So we're gonna have to slow down quite a bit. Because we're 5 miles out. Yeah, at that station, we're gonna have to start braking early. Probably at about 2.5 miles, we'll have to brake. Because I don't want to be too hard on these brakes. But at the same time, we are gonna need to be on the brakes here pretty soon. Alright, you know what? Let's just idle. We'll coast. Holy crap, this train is quick. That's 109 miles an hour for you. That was a train doing 110. Yeah, once we get to around like 2.5 miles, I am going to want to stop. I'm going to want to probably consider starting to slow down. We can go up to 130, but I don't want to do that just yet because we're going to have to stop. In fact, let me get off the throttle. We'll actually start braking now. So that way this train does have a bit of a chance at getting slowed down enough and to not overshoot. Because if we don't want to overshoot, this will be our best bet right here, is to just have minimal braking. And then if we're still not slowed down enough by the time we get to like 1.5 miles, you know what, let's give it a little more brakes. Let's go 36% brakes. 35% brakes, that should be enough. Yeah, 8,000 feet. Yeah, we need to slow down way more now. I'm going to go slow down. I'm going to bring it down to 50. I'm going to bring it up to 50%, the braking. We are going to be a little bit late on the timetable, but that's not too bad. But it's fine. Dude, no joke. I'm being 1,000% honest with you. I think I just saw a UFO. Oh, man. That's interesting. I have watched a couple shows on TV of like people who catch things on camera that look like they might be UFOs, and they send them into this show. Let's get some more braking action going. Yeah, we're going to be a little late. There's like a line of light on the sky. I mean, it could have been a plane. It could have been a plane contrail. That would be a more reasonable explanation for it. It could have just been a plane's contrail, and it was so far away you weren't able to see it. You weren't able to see exactly what it was. It was several small lights. It could have been jets. It could have been like fighter jets maybe as well. Fighter jets do fly pretty high as well. Alright, we gotta slow down. Let me get my suppression brakes going. Okay, we're gonna be about a minute late. A minute behind schedule, but that's fine. I may just take a video of it. Yeah, you never know. Idle, let's put this on here. We'll put our suppression brakes on. Yeah, we're going to be about a minute and a half late, but that's fine. Alright, I'm going to set this to minimum application. Alright, our next stop is going to be our last one. Alright, gotta get ready to close the doors here. Yeah, we're a little bit behind schedule, but that's fine. Alright, lock doors. We'll release our brake. Alright, objective complete. We'll give a 40% throttle as we're pulling out of the station. Wow, 30 miles. That's a long last stretch. Let's give 50% throttle. I don't want to have any wheel slipping issues. Yeah, you can really see the motion blur artifacts of the game right here on this train. It doesn't normally do that with this game. It doesn't normally do that with other trains that I run in this mode. It's just this one. Just out of curiosity though, I do want to see if maybe motion blur, if I shut off motion blur, if that causes any game performance issues. No, that's not causing any performance issues. Not that I can tell. I'm still getting a solid 60. Whoa, we got to stay at 50% throttle. If we give it any more throttle, we're going to get wheel slip. Our automatic brakes are released. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to drop down like 15 miles here in a little bit. Alright, yeah, no, if I go above 53%, if I go above 50% throttle, I'm going to slip the wheels. Yeah, well, what are they going to do? Yeah, what are they going to do? I mean, most people, as far as I know, they don't contact government officials over UFOs. I'm going to put the motion blur back on. This is the one game where the motion blur looks really good. Yeah, this is the one game where the motion blur looks really good. All right, can I go faster? Okay, yeah, here we go. I can give it a little extra power now, too. All right. So when are we dropping? Oh, we're dropping in about 5 miles. So we have time to get ourselves up to speed a little bit. I mean, the government officials, they're probably not going to do anything about this, unfortunately. Graphic game looks real nice. Yeah. Yeah, this game does look fantastic. I wish ATS had snow. I mean, you can get the Grimes Winter mod, but snow built in, yeah, I can understand. But yeah, we'll probably wrap up after we finish off this passenger mission here, because of the fact that I do want to go test out FiveM on this. I haven't been on FiveM to do tow or to do a police patrol anyway. So I might go see about checking that out and checking to see how this game runs on how FiveM looks with the new monitor setting I put in. Right, am I able to get a little bit more power out of this thing now that we've gotten speed FiveM live stream? Maybe, we'll see. I don't really stream, but towing streams aren't really that exciting. I don't know if I still don't know if I'm going to bring back On Patrol San Andreas. I just haven't really been too motivated to get on in patrol lately. Alright, can I give it a little more throttle? I might be able to. Yeah, there we go. I can go 82% throttle. But I don't know if I'm gonna probably stream FiveM. There is a chance I'm probably just gonna leave BCSO and just hop on and do towing occasionally. And maybe I'll give Jason more of like a criminal story, because I'm just going through a phase where I'm enjoying playing other games as well. And I would generally prefer to play other games than I would to do police patrols. We'll chill at 120. I just found out what I saw in the sky. What was it? I was gonna say, I don't think it was a UFO. It was there's probably some sort of explanation for it. Oh, it's a bunch of Starlink satellites. Yeah. Like I said, I was gonna tell you, there's obviously an explanation for it. It wasn't UFOs. There's no way it could have been UFOs. I was about to get paranoid. Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah, but there's no way it would have been. There's no way it would have been. There's no way it would have been UFOs. Never seen stuff like that before? Yeah, sometimes I see Starlink satellites in orbit above Earth as well. It's like it's just got to be a really clear night to be able to see them. I like switching to these cameras because this really gives you a sense of speed for how fast we're going. Hey, we've driven 64 miles in this thing. Nice. All right, how much further do we have? Oh, we can just chill at speed. Yeah, let's get ourselves up to 125 then. We'll hold 125. I saw it really clearly. I thought it could have been either satellites. Yeah, I would have thought it would have been satellites. Yeah, it seems like every time we go up to, we see the line that says, hey, we can go slow. That, hey, we need to consider slowing down. It seems like it just changes the more we go up that way as well. Well, let me get my throttle up in here again. We can go up to 130. So I will increase our speed and go to 130. So we'll just vibe. This is a nice little vibey place to be. We can see 3 miles ahead of us, and the signals are just chilling. If we can get up to 150 miles an hour, I feel like that would be really crazy to see the train go 150, but I don't think we can do 150. But we'll try. Criminal FiveM Live sounds interesting. Yeah, I might give Jason more of like a criminal backstory. Okay, yeah, it looks like our max speed is about 127 or 130. I'm at max throttle, and with the downhill, I don't know why we're not going any quicker. But yeah, so I think our top speed is around 125. So we'll just cruise at 125. And the name of the character is Jason. Well, why is that bad? We'll just cruise at 115 or 125. Oh yeah, maximum authorized speed is 125. Okay, I should have read that. So yeah, we'll just cruise at 125 then. Criminal and Jason, does that remind you of any character? I know what you're talking about, Jason Bourne. But it's not going to be like Jason Bourne. Jason might actually... I'm going to try keeping him clean just in case I come back here. Just in case I decide in the future I want to go back to BCSO. But if not, we'll go from there. I mean, I might go check out Malibu RP again and see if they've made anything changes. I went to Jason of the next GTA. Oh. I thought you were talking about Jason Bourne. Yeah, we're just gonna cruise. I'll put my throttle up 50% so I'm not using as much electricity. Well, we're just gonna cruise here at 125. Look how this gives you a pure sense of how fast we're going right here. We're doing 125. It's been a while since I didn't log on. Well, onto SAD RPE or it's been a couple days since I was on SAD RP. Yeah, it's same with me. I haven't really been on 5M lately. Oh. Let's give ourselves a little bit extra power to make sure we can get up this hill without losing much speed. Oh, we're gonna have to slow down here to 110 in just a moment. So we may want to consider cutting throttle. Let's idle. We'll idle here, and we'll cruise. Let's think it was the time was the middle of April. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's slow down and go to 110. Yeah, we're getting close to our destination here. I mean, we'll be able to go up to 125 again. But I might stick to 110. Just for the heck of it. And I'm just going to let the train slow itself down naturally. Alright, let's get a little bit of minimum application braking going to get us down to 110. There we go. Alright, release. Perfect. Oh, we're taking this turn relatively quick. Look at that. Oh, so that's why our speed was there. We'll go back up to like 125 here, but then we're gonna have to consider slowing down pretty soon. Pretty soon after that. So let's give ourselves a little bit more throttle. We'll go 52. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on the brakes because we actually gotta go all the way down to 60. So I'm gonna use my. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go slow all the way down to 60. And I want to get over there as quick. I want to get down to that as quickly as possible. So we'll go 50% braking power. That'll get us down to 60 miles an hour pretty quick. We'll loosen up on the brakes just a bit, though. Because we have time. We don't have to be going too fast. But yeah, this game is running great now. That setting, that stuff I changed, it's worked out really well. Okay. Yeah, that stuff I have changed for the game has worked extremely well. There we go. We are now down at 60 miles an hour. Man, it feels so slow now because we've been going double the speed for a while. We've been going 125 for quite a while, and now this feels so slow. God damn it. God damn it. I missed Discord. Could I have a couple things to check on while we're cruising here? Who pinged me? Oh, it's Vast for a giveaway. That'll be a nice PC to have here. Let me tab back into my main Discord here real quick. Yeah, we're just idling here pretty much. We're going to be a little bit behind schedule, but that's mostly because this game is wanting me to be at the station in basically 2 minutes. But this train only does 125, so... And that's probably due to the weather conditions, probably. That would be my guess. Here, wait. Yep. Let's get minimum application going. There we go. Release. And now we can go 70. There we go. Let's get our power and we'll go up to 70. Up until we reach that station. Yeah, we're going to be about a minute or two delayed, but that's fine. Like I keep saying in these live streams, in real life, they probably don't expect everyone, all these trains to be fully on time. Or like right on the minute on time. But the game does look good. I will give it that much. I do like the way this game runs. Now that I've applied that fix that I found online, this game runs perfectly. It runs just how I would expect it to run. We will need to slow down a bit though, in a little bit, because our speed limit is going to drop down to 60. Yeah, we're going to be a couple minutes delayed, but that's fine. Approach medium. Yeah, let me start slowing down here. I'll go 35% braking force. There we go. Oh, actually, we're going to have to drop down to 30 right before we pull up to the station anyway. So, yeah, we'll be about 2 to 3 minutes delayed. But, like I said, I think the game compensates for the fact that that trains aren't going to be always on schedule. All right. I'm gonna just be braking a little bit more just to be on the safe side here. The maximum authorized speed is 30, so we're going to start slowing down a lot more, and we'll get down to 30 as soon as possible, because I do not want to risk getting caught speeding. There we go. We'll release it. Now we can use minimum application. Yeah, we'll be about 3 minutes behind schedule. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 3 minutes behind schedule is what we're going to be at. And that's mostly because we couldn't go 150 miles an hour through that one section. All right. Throw on minimum application. Let's go 50% braking power, actually. And then, since it's going to be getting darker here... Actually, it's not going to be as dark as I thought it was going to be. Alright, give it a little more power. Because we're going to be stopping a little bit short. Yeah, we're going to be about 3 minutes behind schedule, but that's fine. That straightaway, we were not able to go too quick on that straightaway. Alright, minimum application. Let's go 50% braking power. There we go. Alright, we overshot it by a couple feet, but that's fine. Alright, doors open. But there we go. That will pretty much do it for this live stream here. I'm going to go hop on FiveM and see how the game looks with the monitor, if I'm able to see better at night. But we will certainly see how things go with that as well. But don't worry, guys. I will definitely be back doing another stream of this probably tomorrow. I want to continue with this route right here because I do like it. Everything works the same as in some of the other trains I've been operating in this game as well. And while we're waiting for the passengers to load, let's turn off our wipers for the next person who takes over this route. Because, yeah, we are good. All right. How long did that take us? I'm assuming it took us like 40 minutes. Let's see. Yep, 41 minutes. Not bad. Oh, we were not speeding at all. Perfect. Nice. We're level 15 now, too. So, yes, that'll do it for the stream, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow, and we'll do some more tomorrow. We'll start a little bit earlier tomorrow. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you guys next time.